runways at 6, temperature 53, altimeter 3000.
People like you, organizations like Rampcheck, I love you guys.
4, 5, 6, 17 down, ready now.
You are clear for takeoff runway 21 left. Winds are calm. Stand by for the retrans on uniform. It's showtime.
Hey everybody, welcome to Carpool Karaoke.
No.
You're not gonna sing?
No.
You'll be swell. You'll be great.
Oh my God.
Oh. No.
Hey, it's Tony and Aaron with the Rampcheck podcast. We also have our very special guests.
Texas Afterburner. Jacob. Sorry.
Engage in Aviation.
That's right. And we are in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're at Nellis Air Force Base for Red Flag 20-3. I know it's officially 20-3, but I'm going to call it like 20-2.5. Because 2 was what, 1 day long or something?
Oh, yeah.
But it was a hell of a day.
Because of fucking COVID or whatever. Whatever that bullshit is. But hey, we're happy to be here.
No masks among us.
No masks.
Don't tell them that.
And, well,
okay, he's coming from the liberal.
Jacob, it's
the
on,
hate mail.
Jacob, it's on video.
Oh,
wait,
great.
you live in Texas.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Well,
Oh, man.
I guess you could say we're kind of social distancing.
Yeah?
Nah, we're really not.
Yeah. We're
Because if I
stuck in the
sneeze, all 4 of you are fucked. So,
yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
according to a certain...
I don't
Uh-huh.
have...
He's more of a spray it instead of say it.
There you go.
Oh,
Right?
God.
It's because I
That's
project
How do you
my
think when I
voice.
said put the seat down and put this in between?
Right? Exactly. Here we can...
Oh, my goodness.
There you go.
Well, I don't have the recycle air on the AC for a reason.
Okay,
So.
cool.
There
And
you go.
we are all sitting in my truck because it's about 110 outside.
Yeah, it's
It's
a
It's
tad
like
bit
that
warm.
scene in Terminator 2 where the body just disintegrates into a
Yeah.
skeleton.
Oh, yeah.
On the fence, it feels like that outside.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty close.
Or when he's in Terminator 2, when he's melting and then he puts his thumb up in the very
Just
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'll work too.
Yeah.
Mr. Schwarzenegger.
kind of what it feels like.
Kind of.
But we've had a little bit of action today. We're waiting actually for the red flag flying to begin here shortly.
Let's talk about yesterday, because we were all here together yesterday,
Right.
all day,
Yep.
We were.
which was the first day of 20-3,
Yes, it was.
Monday, August 3rd.
Phenomenal day.
2020.
Oh, yeah. It really was.
Yeah.
It was great.
Not just red flag, but just normal base ops were just
That's right.
incredible. It's the same today.
Yeah.
Same
Base
thing.
ops,
We
lots
saw a
of-
historic Strike Eagle today, 0487,
Yeah.
a Gulf War veteran.
Tell the story of 0487,
Yeah.
would you?
This particular Strike Eagle was credited in Desert Storm with destroying a Hind gunship with a GBU-24 laser-guided bomb.
That's so cool.
And
That is
to my
so
recollection, don't quote me on this, I believe that Strike Eagle has logged more hours than any other Strike Eagle in existence.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes.
I mean-
it was built, according to Texas Afterburner, in 1989. I
Yep.
was 6 years old. So it's
I
been
wasn't
around.
even a thought.
Yeah.
No comment.
Yeah.
But either way, I
As,
built a model of this particular jet because it is my favorite. It's with the 335th, the Chiefs out of Seymour Johnson Air Force Base.
Yep.
My favorite squadron.
There
They're
you go.
here, along with Mountain Home Air Force Base strikes. So that's one of my favorite fighters. And just
What a
seeing it
story.
today. And for the first time ever, and I've seen many strikes throughout my lifetime, seeing that is just, it's amazing.
And there were a couple of ways you identified it. Number one, of course, by the
Oh yes,
serial
that's true.
number,
There,
but-
if you look closely on the
Yes.
nose, you'll see a green star
Yeah.
that represents a kill.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yes.
And tell everybody else what was unique about that aircraft today and its wingman.
lean into the camera a little bit too. There you go.
It was carrying a mock-up nuclear weapon,
There you go.
and
Yeah.
it dropped its. The one in the lead still had it, so
I was going
I
to
didn't
say,
see a mushroom cloud in the distance, so I'm guessing we're all right now.
Although,
Las Vegas is not in the
if you
in the presence of a nuclear fallout.
if you look at what happened in Beirut this morning,
Yeah,
That is true.
That's-
We're getting
that was awful.
more information
I
about
mean,
a minute.
I know those Strike Eagles are fast, but
Yeah.
Not that fast.
Yeah.
yeah.
We're not Iron Man quick yet. But
So Texas Afterburner.
Yes.
I almost called you by your first name. That would have been a sin. What?
Okay. Yeah. Okay, we call him up my first name anymore.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't call you Colin too much, so.
Yeah.
But anyway, no.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
man, it gets worse.
Everybody
Okay,
keeps
he
calling
will be
him
notified of that.
TX
Just-
Avgeek, but
That's
no,
going
no.
on his Instagram
it's
right
good.
now.
It's good old Jacob. Good old Jacob, Texas Afterburner. So
We'll tag you in this call.
what was the highlight for you yesterday?
I don't even know, man. It was so packed, so action-packed yesterday. We got just about every fighter in the fleet, really.
Yeah.
I mean, everything. Even Navy. We got Growlers,
Yes.
F-15s, F-35s, Raptors.
C's and D's. And a D model.
And a
And a
F-15
D, a rare D model.
We don't
Sure
see
did.
those
No, you
anymore. And then, but I don't know. We saw Thunderbirds too. We
Yep.
saw them do
Yeah.
their diamond loop on takeoff.
That's
that
right.
was awesome. And I don't know. I think y'all know what I'm about to say. That B1 last night, man.
Yeah.
Both of them.
We stayed for night ops, all of us, till about 10 o'clock last night, and we got two B1s basically just flexing right over our faces at night. Afterburners. I mean, it was
Unbelievable.
unreal. Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
I got stuck back at the other end, and so I got to see the Afterburner from about what'd you say, about a mile away, mile and a half.
Yeah.
However, I got some pretty good video
Yeah,
of it last
you
night,
did
but
have the
but I
video
think I
camera.
would have rather have seen that thing flex over me at night. That's man, if I could stay tonight too, I would. I'd definitely be doing it. I wanted to point something out about this red flag too. You're talking about all the action that's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all domestic. Nope, there's
Yes.
no foreign
Yeah, there's no foreign
participation in this
military.
particular red
But it
flag.
seems like for a domestic red flag, they stepped up their game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they have a
tenfold.
little bit of everything.
Tenfold.
Everything.
20-2 is significant for me because of the tornadoes.
Yeah.
Those days are numbered, so that may quite possibly be the last time we see them,
Yeah.
in action. But this
Well,
is
and-
more than made up for
And
it.
to your point, it's the same with the B1s because
Yes, and that is- their days are numbered as well.
they
Sad
are,
to say,
and
they are.
being able to witness the B1s again because we were here on 20-1 where B1s from Ellsworth Air Force Base were here. These ones are from Dice.
from Dice and
And-
Fewer bats.
Yep. And which is just amazing. But next year, the U.S. Air Force is planning on retiring almost 20 of the B1s that are in the fleet. So, and I think it was about 16 or 17 B1s, I believe. And there, what are there, like 62 in operation right now, or it's just over 60 aircraft? I know that.
Yeah.
Word die.
So it's a treat to see a B1 every time because
Oh,
they're an incredible.
Impress.
If that's not
Incredible.
raw power, if that's not raw power, I don't know what is.
That
Cut.
fucking 110 degree weather, man. I'm fried.
I know it drains you, man. It, I was slurring so many words yesterday.
I know.
Can we get political on this podcast? Do we care?
Hey, man, it's all you.
It
Whatever
depends
you
on what.
Never mind, I'm
what
not
gonna-
type of
Let me put
politics
away
you're
my
talking about.
Biden for president's campaign poster. I'm sorry.
Well, that's
Oh,
cut,
do I need to
cut,
step out of the truck?
cut.
Where's the eject button?
Yeah, I know. Just push a button.
What the hell's going on with my
You're
radio?
nearing the maximum time for radio pause.
Oh, that's retarded.
I thought radio pause was something
There
that
you go.
women had in their floor. Never mind.
radio.
Sorry.
It's the weather, people. It's the hot
It is-
weather.
It is hot. It's making us all delirious. However, actually having some Dunkin' Donuts this morning, that's kind of our red flag tradition. Me, Aaron, and Ryan. Hey, Ryan, sorry you're not with us, brother.
Sorry, Ryan.
But that was kind of invigorating this
I
morning.
had some of their coffee. I hope that counts.
That
Yeah,
does,
that
definitely.
does.
Yeah.
Doing the D,
And
doing the double D.
Because we knew it was going to be a very long day. Got to have some go-go
Yeah,
juice.
Jacob was down in the coffee from there yesterday too. So
Yeah.
we all, partaken of the
We all had.
of the tradition.
But no, it's basically. I mean, it's such a great flag. It's always good to be around. All the fellow photographers. We all
Yeah.
share the same passion. Really, we
Yeah.
love big metal things that fly and
Yep.
that make noise.
Yes.
I say it's the best adrenaline rush you
Yeah.
can possibly get. I mean, it's just awesome.
Agreed.
And this could not have come at a better time with all that's happened this year, all the cancellations that are still ongoing.
Yeah.
This has been a treasure. And
Yeah.
this is only day 2.
It really has.
This has made up for the lack that we've had this year, and that is probably going to have the rest of the year, unfortunately.
Well, and as some of you know, Aaron and Ryan and myself were able to go to the Wings over Warren air show at FE Warren Air Force Base in Cheyenne.
Myself.
Yeah.
Which was great because we haven't had any air shows this year. But I'm telling you,
there's been air shows, but
you
on
know
a
what I'm
very
saying.
limited basis.
At least accessible like to us
from boats and whatnot.
Because we were waiting on the Warriors over the Wasatch, and that got canceled early on.
At Hill Air Force Base, Utah.
But it's nice to see flying, and it's so cool to see people out here. As well.
It really is. It really is. And I tell you what, I believe Friday, or is it a week from Friday, that the 57th Wing Commander, Brigadier General Novotny, is retiring.
So
and
something big's gonna.
These red flags that have been going on ever since he's been in command, in my opinion, have been absolutely impressive. Everything he's done with the 64th aggressors, with all the different paint.
Well, I was just going to bring that up.
And then involving the public in naming these aircraft, so that, you know, he really brought everybody together to really, you know, make everybody feel like, hey, this is my Air Force too, and I get to participate in some form or another.
Well, and if you go back to one of the Rampcheck podcast episodes from November, after the air show down here at Nellis, General Novotny spent some time and actually talked with us. And General Novotny, thank you for everything you've done for aviation, for the aviation community. Us av geeks that are out here, you've done a lot, and hopefully your successor is as
big a nerd as we are.
Exactly. That's a great way to put it.
His successor's got some huge boots to fill.
I was going to use the term engaged, but I like yours a lot better.
No, he understands how we roll. You know, he knows.
Absolutely.
He knows he knows our passion. He knows how to set things up. I know last year he basically created the whole Nellis Air Show. He was in charge. He said, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And, I mean, it turned out to be one of the best.
Last year's was one of the best. One of the best. I've come to it every year they've had it.
I mean, I think it was the first time I think anyone in public has ever seen F-22s deploying flares. I've never seen that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And the year before that, it was F-35 popping flares for the first time.
I've never seen that either.
I mean, yes.
So it was, just what a guy. I mean,
this isn't just an air show. This is a significant air show compared to others throughout the country.
Absolutely.
You see stuff here you do not see anywhere else in the country.
Right.
In the world, really.
Yes.
I mean,
that's a good point.
Well, and when General Novotny was talking to us about this air show too, it's a homecoming for the Thunderbirds team.
Yes.
It's a homecoming for essentially, I guess, everybody. So it used to be on Veterans Day when they did it, and then they decided to hold it away from Veterans Day, so the military personnel can still enjoy that day off, and then still have the recognition with the air show and the respect. So, so rumor has it there's somebody sitting in this vehicle that actually has another podcast.
Really?
In addition to the Rampcheck podcast, is that correct?
There is? Who?
Is there?
There's another who?
Huh?
There's another what?
Am I wrong?
I do not recall any other podcast besides you guys.
Do we not have a competitor in the car with us?
I'm sorry, no habla English.
Decided to.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay, well, I'll just edit that part out. Fuck.
I don't have. I mean, if you're referring to me, I don't have a podcast of my own yet.
Where did you hear that? We can edit all this conversation out.
One of our Texas friends had one. I thought it was you, but I guess I was wrong.
I don't know.
Somebody
I
was
haven't heard
starting
that.
one. Okay, never mind.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Might have been someone
I think you were dreaming. I think you were dreaming about Jacob starting a podcast.
Wow.
Dude.
Don't cut that part out.
Oh, really?
Okay.
That's just awkward. I'm getting out.
The conversation just got a little bit weird.
We got to expose Tony.
So,
Well, I thought you were referring to the Aviation Spotters podcast where he interviewed me last week.
Is that's what I thought. So I guess
he's calling Moser up in Idaho.
Okay.
See, I went on his podcast.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Jacob
so
did.
There's a rumor we've had a couple of guests on the Aviation Spotters podcast. But
nice recovery.
Thank you.
Recovery.
I know.
Not bad.
So what do you guys think about maybe another 15-20 minutes of flying is going to start again?
I was about to zoom down there and see if
What time is it?
It
12:30.
is 12:30 Pacific time.
Pacific time. So yeah, I think they start at 1, so probably about 25 minutes.
Got a few more minutes here,
Just
and
talk and geek out.
yeah.
As soon as we hear the KC-135 and the Combat King, calling for clearance and getting ready to head
Hopefully
out,
an
we know
AWACS today.
Yeah, hopefully.
So we got to
Well,
see.
I think one's already airborne.
Really?
I believe so. Early this morning, one did depart.
Was there an E3 here this morning?
There's one down there, but did they bring one or two from Tinker?
They brought one, I know that.
Really?
And they must not have launched because it's still down there.
Is it really?
Yeah, I zoomed in earlier when I was checking the.
Oh, okay.
So another notable departure from last night is we got to see the rivet joint depart last night, which was kind of cool.
That was awesome. Did he come back? Yeah, he's there.
back.
Yeah.
Yep, he's one of the first things
Could
I
barely
saw.
make him out. He still had his landing lights
Yeah.
on. Could almost make him out.
Yeah, that was
We had
amazing,
a gorgeous
but-
full moon last night.
Yes.
As well.
Oh my God!
Came
How
out-
often do you get to watch the moon actually rise over a mountain?
It was incredible. And it's
Well, I
been...
say that. I'm from Louisiana. Our biggest mountain is that.
Yeah,
It was-
the hill. I wouldn't even call it a mountain.
If you have trouble riding a lawnmower over an ant mound, that's a mountain.
I was gonna say more like a mound.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a mound.
So that was.
I've been to Louisiana.
There you go. So, needless to say, that was quite extraordinary last night.
Absolutely.
But so the one thing I was going to mention that just going back really quick to some of the highlights yesterday.
Yeah.
There were both ghost aggressors,
Right.
and those of you that know everything about the 64th aggressors and the ghost paint job, both of them flew it yesterday.
Right.
So there's two painted ghosts, and
Wraith.
the Wraith was awesome.
Blizzard and Shark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shark.
Didn't General Novotny reveal to us that there was another ghost in the works when we interviewed him? Do
we'll have to go back and listen.
Yeah,
we'll have to
that
go back
rings
and
a bell with me. But anyway, go ahead. I could be wrong again about that and the podcast.
And then looking forward, into the future, it's going to be incredible to see the 65th aggressors reactivated with F-35s.
Yes.
And they better put some kick-ass paint on those.
I
too.
hear the tail will be black.
Oh,
yes, I don't know if that's just a mock-up, but
they
I
need
did
to
see
do
the
something.
aggressor F-35s will have black tails.
Kind
of like the Jolly Rogers.
Let me say that's sexy right there.
It's
That
going to
would
be
be
sick. Can
extraordinary.
you imagine how many AvGeeks are going to be lining up Las Vegas Boulevard,
Yes.
the very first red flag with the 65th aggressors with F-35s?
They used to be F-15s, right?
That's right.
Yep.
You're right.
Talk about
Which
bones.
would be awesome
Wait,
if they
never mind.
did that.
Oh, Tony. And you're getting on to me about all this crap, and you're over back. Oh.
I know. He's having dreams. He's like, what the hell?
A little bit of lens envy.
Oh my god.
Well, hey, I mean,
we haven't even gotten to the beer yet. It's
we haven't even.
So this day is going to get more and more interesting by the minute. Or by the can, I should say.
Yeah, that's so funny. But another thing that's been cool is we've been meeting a lot of all of our followers and friends on Instagram. A lot of people for the first time.
Yeah.
Which has been really cool.
So Lancer 01 is here.
That's right. That's right.
And his who's his?
It's
It's gonna sound. Who's his little friend? It's young. He's so much younger than I expected.
It's so cool to see these young guys out here
Right?
just loving.
I know he's from California. I know that. So
Yeah, he said he was from Orange County, and
have you guys all seen the movie Ready Player One?
oh yeah.
No. I
And the
haven't.
two
It's
the
pretty
anime guys, the one kid's whatever.
Yeah.
Move on.
Anyway, let's see. Where was I going with that part about
Well, we met Lancer 01,
Yeah.
his little friend.
There was something else I was gonna say. Oh yeah, and then Sacktown spotter
Yes.
Sam.
Sam.
He's out
Is
here.
that what it is? Yeah, he's out here.
He's a great photographer. He's got some good stuff.
He really is. He really is.
And,
There's a whole group of guys.
Yeah.
I mean, just all lining.
Yeah.
Now, way out here by Nellis Air Force Base, this is still Las Vegas Boulevard. So, Las Vegas Boulevard basically, you know, extends way south of the Strip, all the way up north to I-15 here at Nellis. So, if you look up and down Las Vegas Boulevard here by Nellis Air Force Base, I mean, there's cars and spotters everywhere. And if you get a chance to come down and do a red flag, do it, guys.
Yeah,
it's
it's
fun.
a blast.
Pilots know we're here, and
Yes.
some of them take advantage of that, and they even request our photos.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Sure
Yeah.
do.
And we're happy to oblige.
Yep.
Absolutely,
I am.
we are. Yep.
They
Yeah.
give us a good show. We're proud to give them what we got in return.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's really cool that they know we're here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we appreciate
And
what they do.
if you've never experienced a Nellis Air Force Base flex west-north flex departure, like
As opposed to a flux capacitor.
yeah, no, I mean it's
Oh no.
here comes the heat.
Here
Sorry.
we go.
It's hot in here. Can you turn the AC up, please? Sorry, finish what you were
Yeah,
saying. The flex
yeah.
departure.
No, I'm just saying, come experience it because I mean, you see photos, you see videos, and being able to see like an F-35, 43,000 pounds of thrust,
Right.
just right over your head,
And-
is absolutely amazing.
And for those of you that like to go to air shows, you can kind of compare this to an air show without the crowds, without the parking hassles. There are no porta potties here, so you're kind of on your own. But you get such a wide variety of aircraft, and yeah, you're only seeing takeoffs and landings. You're not seeing really any aerobatics at all.
Sometimes you get go-arounds.
yeah,
Right. Sometimes
you
you
get
go
high
around.
G turns. You do.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
One F-16 tore it up for like 5 minutes yesterday.
Yeah.
It's almost better than an air show in some regards. It's definitely not as structured.
You see ordnance
like an
on
air
these
show.
aircraft, unlike an air show.
Right.
You see
Right.
ordnance.
Absolutely.
Oh
live
man,
ordnance.
what about some of those
I love
Strike Eagles that
Yes.
were just loaded
Yes.
yesterday?
Yes.
Well, you
and then
see
they
'em-
come back, and all they have left are the missiles.
I was
All
gonna
the
see-
bombs were dropped.
You
Yep.
see them depart heavy and they
Yes.
come back light.
Yeah.
It's,
I think
really
aircraft
cool.
in beast mode looked so much better than clean.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You'll never see any model I ever build stripped down, just
Yeah.
like a glider, like a
Yeah.
silk. No, that just isn't sexy to me.
Yeah.
So we've kind of
Gotta
talked
have
about our favorites, but I mean,
Right.
God, so we haven't seen any A4s this time around.
Yes,
We did.
there
We
were
did.
some
One
yesterday.
took off this
Yeah,
morning.
Okay, one
One
took
took
off.
off this morning.
and there was one Drake and A4 yesterday.
Okay, we saw that, and then we saw another pair of aggressors that were
The L-39s and the L-159.
Yeah, the
L-159s.
L159
Yeah.
Honey Badgers, and then
Yeah.
and
saw
then
a
the
couple of
F1s,
F1s,
Two F1s.
the Mirages.
some F1 Mirages, and then of course we've seen the F-16s, F-35s, F-22s, Strike Eagles, the B-1
Raptors.
Yeah.
Right.
Langley and Weapons School.
Right.
Yeah, two Langley Raptors took off
Good
this
idea.
morning.
Two Langley. Nice.
I looked at my shots. I was like, holy
Yeah,
crap.
yeah. We A10s,
Yes.
C-130s.
HH60s. There's even
Yeah,
some
Chinooks.
Army
Chinooks.
Chinooks here.
Those
Yep.
are Spec Ops Chinooks too.
Yeah,
Sure are.
That's
yeah, those
awesome.
are
Pretty
They
badass.
have the refueling boom on the nose, and
Yep.
they'll have minigun mounts on the side doors.
Hell
And
yeah.
the KC-135 that we saw depart and land yesterday, it also had the drogue on the end of it. Did you
Right.
see that?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
That was
Yeah,
kinda
because
cool.
That
they're
was.
obviously the one aircraft we forgot to mention too in this list was
Growlers.
the
The
Growlers.
Growlers, yeah.
So
Yeah.
the Growlers and the F-35s participating in Red Flag this year, the B models, the Marines, the
Acquired
Wake
the
Island
Drogue.
Avengers out
One of
of
them's
Yuma,
the CAG.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
the CAG
Oh,
is
yeah.
here as well.
Yeah, and they
That's
all used to fly Aviate-B Harriers, so it's really cool to see them
Yes.
now, in the 5th generation F-35. Years and years ago, when I worked the ramp at Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport, I used to fuel the Wake Island Avengers and those Aviate-Bs out of Yuma all the time. They'd come out for the weekend and just like kind of mini deploy for 3 or 4 days and train out of there, and it was actually pretty cool. So,
well, and you've got some. Speaking of the podcast, you got a couple interesting stories fueling the Harriers.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I've been freaking. You ever seen Tommy Boy when he's all, man, you got douche with mud? Well, that happened with fuel from a Harrier one time. Where there's
that
an
must have smelled
oh my god,
burned like hell.
There's an exhaust valve, on the left side of the Harrier, kind of near where the little fuel panel is, and it's kind of hard to explain when most of whoever is going to hear this is going to be through the podcast.
Right.
We have a little camera running, but anyway, so there's a little valve button and you test it, make sure. But every time you fueled a Harrier, you needed one of those huge 50-gallon buckets to put right under where this like
test.
Yeah, exactly. And so
it's a vent test, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a vent test to make sure that the auto stop will work once the tanks are full. Well, anyway, every once in a while it doesn't work, and when you do the test, and then there was so much pressure, it like blew fuel everywhere, blew the 50-gallon bucket over, and just freaking drenched me.
Well, it's not very reassuring that every time you use the test valve, you have to bring a 50-gallon bucket with you.
Exactly.
So,
exactly. But
there's
anyway.
Peter on. Oh, I gotta go say anything.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Yeah, more people arriving.
Yeah. So
the original game.
We'll probably wrap it up here in just a second because we know the flying is about ready to get started. But share your Instagrams just one more time.
Yeah, and
Raging Cajun Aviation Photography.
Yep,
yes, sir.
on Instagram. And Colin.
And
this boy to thank for the name. Colin came up with it.
Texas AV, TX AV geek over here.
I had to do it. I'm sorry. I just
No,
love your podcast too.
I know. I know. I have 0 followers and 0 listeners. It's doing really good so far.
Oh shit.
No, it's Texas Afterburner on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Jacob Romo Photography. Follow me there. I post usually every other day.
His favorite aircraft is the King Air.
Yep, favorite aircraft is the King Air. Love that plane.
Founder of the Cessna 172.
Even got it tattooed on my forearm. Well, can't see it in the camera, but
King Air.
But no, it's
another one of my favorite planes to fuel.
Don't forget, he is the founder of the Cessna 172 demo team.
Oh,
I am actually. If you know the honest truth,
that's inspiring.
Yes,
that's inspiring.
You haven't seen aviation until you've seen a Cessna 172 do a torque roll.
I tell you what.
Wow.
But no, just to finish up for me,
moving on.
Moving on from that. No, it's just cool because, like Nathan was saying earlier, all the cancellation from the air shows going on, and just nothing going on. We're all sitting depressed, not touching our cameras, not being able to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
And
this is phenomenal.
And just being out here shooting, thousands of pictures of jets and just editing, and just feels like old times. And so the country's starting to slowly reopen despite, rising cases. I say rising cases, quote unquote, but you never really know. But just it's awesome to be out here and just chill. And
you're not liberal.
I'm definitely not liberal. I will admit that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't even think the whole COVID thing is a political thing. It's like you just have to think clearly.
Just think clearly.
Do your own research, people.
So anyway, cool. Well, hey, anything else?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention too that all these people that are out here today, I'm seeing a lot of hashtag RCGrampswag out there.
Yeah, very true.
It's pretty awesome. So
very true.
We're happy to see people repping the Rampswag out there, and I saw one of our F-22 Rampswag shirts.
Yeah.
Do you know who it is that's wearing that?
I did not. I just.
Jeremy. Yeah, he's Jeremy.
Is it Jeremy?
He's TX Aviation Images.
Oh, it's him.
Perfect.
Okay.
He's here. He's definitely
coming in over the strip.
Yeah.
It looks like
two
Vipers.
There were a couple of Vipers in the pattern.
But TX Aviation Images. He's here. He's a cool guy. Really
okay.
great guy.
Cool. Haven't met him yet.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll have to go and say hi here. So, if this wouldn't be a segment of the Rampcheck podcast if we didn't mention this. But if you want to get your own ramp swag, we've got a brand new site in the works. It's coming very, very soon.
Yeah.
Aaron has worked tirelessly uploading a lot of new designs. We've got a lot of new t-shirts, hats, stickers. We've got apparel for men and women. You know, our notorious remove before flight. Some smartass on Instagram was asking if I was going to wear my remove before flight bikini because it's so hot. Let me just say this for the record. I have it on underneath my...
Oh my God. I can, and I told him, I said, there's not enough money or liquor in the world to get me to see you wear that. So
okay, for the record, I'm not. I'm just, yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, www.rampcheckglobal.com. That's where the link is to the Rampswag store. And again, new website coming soon. New episodes of the Rampcheck podcast coming soon as well. Just got a little rumor that we've got a couple of special guests are returning. I won't say Jeff Bolton's name. Okay, I will. But if you remember Jeff Bolton, he is the first civilian to fly and film aboard a B-2 Spirit.
B-2 Spirit.
So he's going to be back on and telling some more stories with us very soon. Thanks everybody for all of your support. Get your asses out here to Nellis Air Force Base. 20-3 lasts until when again?
Next Friday is the last day.
So a week from Friday.
Yeah, what is that, the 13th, 14th? 14th?
Yeah, so
be the
Friday
14th.
the 14th.
Yeah.
So
That worked out
want
nice.
to see some
That worked out pretty nice.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it's cool hanging with you guys. Thanks
Excellent,
thanks for chilling with us.
Excellent.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks
Excellent.
for having us on and chatting with us all the time. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's great to see everybody here.
It is.
You know, because
Sure is.
we're a community within the community.
Nathan
and
lives
it just
in
keeps growing.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
Jacob, Texas.
Drove here.
Tony and I, Utah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
If I drive
it's
here
really
from
cool.
Louisiana, it must be good.
Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There you go.
I ain't driving all the way out here to see Kevin Coleman.
Oh god.
Now, don't even get him started on Kevin Coleman.
So we got the C-130 taxiing out. It looks like
Yep.
we're getting ready
Nice.
for some red flag action, people.
All right, let's go have some
We
fun.
should
Yeah.
see the
Do it,
KC-135 get active soon. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Listening, mostly.
Watching, listening. Don't forget the Rampcheck podcast is available wherever you get your podcasts. Our YouTube channel, I was talking with Lancer01 about the YouTube channel. He kind of chuckled and he said, well, you've got like 2 videos up there. I know! We're working on it.
Tony's always, quote unquote, prematurely announcing shit.
Dude, it's there. There's just no content yet. Well, there's some content.
Well, that's not really that it's
man.
there.
Lots of great content
Context.
is coming to our YouTube channel. So
Okay. Cool.
launching a YouTube channel is a little bit harder than I thought, but it's coming. It's there. And anyway, thanks again. Rampcheckglobal.com, at Rampcheckglobal on Instagram. Stay safe out there.
Gotta love Strike Eagles, gotta love aggressor F-16s. F-16 is my current favorite fighter jet. Growing up, it was the F-14.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it's great to still be able to enjoy a 1970s jet like the F-16, kind of like the Tomcat was, so.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. So how long...
And I'm not a Top Gun bandwagoner. It was my favorite jet before I even heard of the movie.
You know, I'm with you too. Well, okay, actually I have to say the F4 Phantom was my favorite, but I think I'm a lot older than you.
Totally understandable. Oh, I love the F4 Phantom. What's amazing is what year that plane was built and it could still hit Mach 2.
Oh, yeah.
And land on a carrier. And for its size, it was pretty ahead of its time, if you ask me.
Well, and perform with the Thunderbirds and the Blue Angels.
The Blues.
Yeah.
It's only one of 2, I believe. I can't, don't quote me. It's one of the jets that, they both used.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
yeah, F4 is a cool jet. Basically the F-14 followed it up. So, but yeah.
So sad to see the Tomcat.
Get you in frame a little bit. There we go.
The
Sure, no problem.
Tomcat retired. That was rough because I love the Tomcat too. And you're from Southern California, so you must have seen the Tomcat often.
Yeah, my whole life I've lived only an hour away from NAS Miramar, Marine Corps Station Miramar. The first time I ever went to Miramar, it was the last year. It was the NAS format, so I got to see 4 Tomcat demos in a day, and ever since that day, that jet really just always stuck with me. And then I think 4 complete years later, I saw the movie for the first time.
Oh wow!
So I was kind of introduced in a weird way. You know, there's nobody really in my family that was in the military. I mean, my grandpa, he was in World War II. He's 98. He's actually still alive. Wow. But other than that, there's really no military background in my family. Just that.
So you're just a av geek from the ground up, just like the rest of us.
I'd love to put it that way. Yeah. I just love to come out here and have fun, and I just love shooting videos. That's what it's all about for me, and having good times with good people who I can share like-minded stuff with. So
that's awesome. Now, speaking of being out here and shooting video, how long have you had your YouTube channel?
I created it in 2006 when I was a sophomore in high school, but didn't start uploading videos till August 2008, about 2 months after I graduated. So my deal has always been to upload at least 1 video a week. You know, keep your subscribers informed and on top of your channel. Because I feel like once you stop uploading, that's when people start to deter from your page.
Yeah, right.
So the interest has just never died. I just love going out shooting video. I guess it's an addiction.
Was there anything specific that really had you gravitate towards video and not doing like stills as well, or both?
Absolutely.
What was that?
Well, the minute I see someone's amazing photograph, the first thing I want to do is hear what it sounded like.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, you know, I like video because I can hear it and I can see it. You know, I can get almost not quite all 5 senses, but 4 of them at least.
Yeah.
You can hear it, see it move, and see what it did. But I don't know. It's just and not to mention tons of people shoot photos.
That's very true.
Tons of people. There's not very many video people, so that's kind of why, you know, as I'm getting older, it's getting harder. But you know, I'm sticking with it, like I said, because there's not very many people who do video out there. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Well, I think you and I have the only 2 video cameras I've seen since we've been out here the last couple of days. So
there's one more guy out here. His YouTube channel used to be called 8081RT. Now it's called Nellis Spotter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a guy. He's been shooting video out here longer than me. He lives out here. He's kind of like, I kind of consider him as like the ultimate video guy out here, believe it or not. So check out his channel, Nellis Spotter.
All right.
Yeah, his name's Rich. Got good stuff.
Very cool. You have any other questions?
No, I think we pretty much, covered those things. Is it, I guess one last, what do we got? A Viper? Yeah, a Viper.
Looks like we got a Viper departure.
It's so weird. The departures today have been so odd. Oh, wow.
You just sit back and watch this nice plane.
Yes. We got some recovery too. Z-15s are going to recover south, so that's good. Wow.
Yeah, those are.
We can wrap this up so
Okay.
that we can get these recoveries.
All right. Any other social media platforms you're on?
Not really. I pretty much just do YouTube. I have a personal account, Facebook. If you're an aviation fan, you want to add Spencer Hughes, I'll add pretty much anybody. Sorry, F-16's pretty loud.
Yes.
But sorry, what were you asking?
I know, right? Squirrel.
I was pretty distracted right there. I'm not gonna lie.
No worries at all.
Instagram or anything, or it's just all YouTube like you were saying?
I have an Instagram. It is the same name as my YouTube username, SpencerHughes2255. However, I'm kind of lazy with it. I go on it maybe once a week. So if you guys would like me to get more active on it, maybe give me a shout out. Maybe I'll take it a step up on Instagram.
I'm thinking maybe we can do that. Hold you to it. Great content on your channel. Please keep it up.
Thank you so
much.
very much. Appreciate it. It was great meeting to you guys and talking to you guys.
You
Yeah,
too.
we all
You
just
too.
barely met.
Right?
Jacob, Texas Afterburner, was like, "Oh, it's Spencer Hughes, man. He's the YouTube aviation guru."
Well, I think the
So,
coolest
here we are.
thing about meeting Spencer Hughes is when we met him and got introduced, he's like, "Oh, you're the Rampcheck guys."
Yeah. that
So,
was
thank
pretty
you.
Cool. We're
No
honored.
problem. Yeah, no, I knew who you guys were, and I remember Jake was. I found out
Yeah.
who you guys were through Jake. So
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
yeah.
Small world.
He tends to do that. Everybody
Right.
knows Jacob before us.
Do I get a shout out for that or
Yeah.
something?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Hey, well, Spencer, thank you again for your time. Really appreciate it. It was great
Yeah,
meeting you.
no
We'll let
problem.
you get back to shooting some stuff.
Awesome.
And
You guys as well.
thank you so much.
All right.
Okay.
care.
Yeah, I hate this damn thing. Anyway, Red Flag 20-3. It's the Rampcheck podcast. Spencer Hughes. We got Aaron. I'm Tony.
And Jacob.
We got Colin in the back. I mean, Jacob in the background.
Inside joke earlier.
Running joke. All right. Thanks again. We'll see you.
See you guys. Yeah, hey, that was awesome, man.
Yeah. Looking forward.